Well, I've made it almost 3 weeks since having gastric sleeve surgery, and I'm feeling better every day, thank goodness. The first 2 weeks were rough. In this video, I want to share with you some of the emotional, mental, and physical impacts on me of having the surgery, and also a couple tips in case you're considering the surgery. So, the emotional effect on me has been faster than I expected. I expected to have emotions come up, and especially sadness, because when my late husband was sick, I gained about 80 pounds, and since he died, I now have lost 60 pounds. I'll put a picture side by side. You can see yesterday and 2 years ago in September, and not just the weight difference, but in my eyes 2 years ago, you can see there was quite a bit of sadness. And the sadness is definitely coming again. And this time, it's because I keep thinking about memories with him when I was this weight before. And that was before he got cancer. And so it's hard for me sometimes to coach my brain to be in this present moment because I miss him so much. And we had a lot of fun. He was really a wonderful person. And the anniversary of his passing is less than 6 weeks away. And so, to support myself emotionally, I scheduled a monthly check in with a counselor. My first one is next week. And I scheduled 3 months out after surgery because I wanted to take care of myself and make sure I had the support that I need, because I know that the main reason why I had the surgery was so that I no longer could use food to escape from emotions or to soften them. And I wanted support to work through them because living alone is very, very lonely, especially post surgery. So, related to that, a couple tips that I would share are if you have significant emotional wounds or traumas, it's really helpful if you get support to make progress in your healing before surgery, and then also, have those sort of bumpers in place after surgery, like I've done in scheduling a monthly check in. There might be months when I don't even need it, but I'm going to go anyway because this is a very all encompassing process. It's not just physical. And I spent actually the last 20 years on my emotional and psychological healing. My past traumas were very significant. And I wasn't ready to let my body get thin again until I had worked through those things. So, of course, healing will continue, especially as it relates to grieving my husband and getting ready for a new relationship someday. But it's much easier than it would have been if I had had surgery a year ago, 5 years ago, 20 years ago. Um, I do find myself wondering if he would have survived the cancer, if he maybe wouldn't have gotten cancer if he had had gastric sleeve or bypass surgery, because he was really heavy. So um, the last couple of days, I've really been grieving what could have been, which I know is not helpful because it can't be. I mean, he's gone. At the same time, I'm really just giving myself permission to feel what I feel and be with my emotions so that they can dissipate instead of getting impacted inside of me, as they do when I ignore them. And today, for some reason, I'm just like more teary than ever. I've been watching, very gentle baking shows. It's weird. I can watch like the Great British Bake Off, and I don't crave anything. So it's more fun to watch now than it was before. But anyway, it's such a sweet show and it makes me cry, but it's whatever. It's kind of fun. I'm letting myself just be in my emotions and they change from 1 second to the next. Oh, so physically, as I said, I've lost 60 pounds since my husband passed. 40 of those pounds were since I started the process toward getting the sleeve surgery. My insurance only required 3 months of preparation. Some insurance requires 6 months or a year. So with those first 3 months, I lost 20 pounds. And then since surgery, which was about 19 days ago or so, I have lost 20 more. So, because I do lots of research and I like to prepare myself mentally for things, I expected there would be a stall on the scale around the 2.5 to 3 week mark. And that's exactly what's happened. And it hasn't thrown me off because I prepared myself. On the Facebook groups I'm on, people often are freaked out and think the surgery didn't work or it's failing them. But it's just a normal thing. The body's recovering from massive surgery and massive changes nutritionally. So I don't know how long that will last. But what I can tell you is that my body's still changing. I'm still losing fat because I put on a pair of pants today to wear and they almost fell off. And 2 days ago they fit, although loosely, I could wear them. But the scale hasn't changed. So that's fine. I'm happy as long as my body is continuing to heal and continuing to change. My joints don't hurt anymore. That started in week 1, but now in week 3, it's even better. And every day I feel I have a little more energy. I'm able to take in a little more hydration and nutrition. Some people right out of surgery are able to drink quite a bit of water or take bigger sips. For me, that was not the case, which is fine. That's what I wanted. But mentally, this has been a really big challenge to understand that um, this process truly is about learning how to eat and drink again, completely differently. And it's about paying attention to how my body feels before deciding, am I going to take another sip of water or am I going to take another sip of protein shake or try to eat some pureed food? That's totally different for me. I, as a very young girl, learned and decided that my own intuition about my body was not correct. And over the time of all that therapy that I've had, I've come to know that my intuition is correct. I just wasn't used to getting in touch with it when it relates to what I put in my mouth for food or beverage. So it's been really helpful and also really challenging to go through these first few weeks, um, trying to get enough nutrition in so that I have the right amount of energy, but knowing that I honestly cannot get the minimum amounts that I'm supposed to get yet. So yesterday I decided I'm just going to focus on hydration. I'm going to focus on getting at least 60 ounces of water a day. And yesterday I did, and it felt great. And I didn't get very much protein in. Today I was able to get a whole protein shake in today already, and it's still in the morning. So every day my body's different. That's something else that I'm not used to. But this is an adventure. I'm super grateful I had the surgery. I'm not one of those people who tries to hide it. It's fine if others want to keep it secret, but for me, I've learned that the things I used to be afraid of people finding out about me only were a problem because I was afraid of them finding out. And when I embrace who I am and I embrace my own choices, then there's no power. There's no power for other people to criticize or judge, which honestly hasn't happened at all. Probably because it wouldn't affect me if people tried, because that's about them and not about me. So that might not have made any sense to you, but it's my approach to my life now. Next summer I'll turn 50, and this is really my 50th birthday present to myself, is to have the surgery and to progressively strengthen and heal my relationship with my body and heal from the loss of my husband and be ready to meet someone new and have a wonderful life after age 50. I know too many people who didn't get the chance. So I'm glad I've given myself this chance. And I'll give you another update in another couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. If you have questions in the meantime, please feel free to leave a comment or send me a message, and I'll be happy to respond. Thanks.